For the video, can you please state your name?
Lorenzo Malonson.
Okay, Lorenzo, when and where were you born?
I was born in Huntsville, Texas.
When were you born?
Oh, June 25th, 1984.
Okay. When it comes to race, what or how do you identify yourself?
I identify myself as African American.
Okay. Did you vote for this 2016 election?
Yes.
Okay, and who did you vote for?
Hillary Clinton.
Why did you vote for Hillary?
Because I thought she was the best candidate.
Okay. Do you think the way voting is set up for America that it has anything to do with who becomes our president? So what I'm asking you is, do you think how we proceed with the election and how we go about taking votes and all of that and how that all comes into play as far as voting, do you think that that's the proper way we should do it?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe a businessman can run a country with no political experience?
No.
Why?
Because, there's a lot that goes into politics. It's not just running a business. I truly believe that you have to know the right ways of running a country, and running a country is not like running a business.
But America is a business, technically.
Yeah.
We buy, we trade, we import.
You're totally right, but at the same time, it's not just like you're not worried about what you're doing only and how you're profiting. You're worried about you have to do about how the government is running and how America is being better. Not, oh, okay, we lost this term, we'll pick it up on the next quarter.
Okay. How did you respond when you found out who your president was?
I was irritated. I was frustrated. I was mad.
Okay. And when you went to work, how did your coworkers respond?
I don't talk politics at work.
Okay. Where were you when you found out your new president-elect for 2017?
I was at the house with my fiance and my family.
Okay. Do you think this election made history?
Yes, because it's the first president that's never had political backgrounds.
Okay.
And he was just business background. So, if they classify that as making history, then I guess so.
Okay. So with Hillary not becoming president and President-elect Trump becoming president, do you think the way that the vote was set up had anything to do with him becoming president?
The frustrating part about the vote is you can win the popularity vote, but then you have the electorals who choose who's president. So it's supposed to be the more popularity vote, the more electorals you get for that one candidate. But in this case, it didn't seem like to me that the electorals voted the way the people voted.
So do you think that we should change the system as far as how we vote opposed to other countries and how they vote?
If we do change it, I feel like, yes, we should change it. If it does change, it should be to where the people's vote actually chooses who the president is. Not.
So you're saying that the people, even though people vote, the people's vote doesn't matter?
The people's vote does matter, but it doesn't matter. We're not the ones who choose the president. We just choose electorals who pick the president.
Okay. So as far as system-wise, you would change exactly what?
I would change the fact that we're not voting for electorals. Where for the Electoral College, we're voting for the actual president itself. And our vote chooses who the president is.
Okay. If you could say anything about America and its election process overall, what would you say?
I would say that it has its flaws. It has a way of being corrupt versus it being smooth and no one uh, no one fixing the election.
What do you mean by fixing the election? You mean what they would call stuffing the votes or cheating?
I mean, I would classify it as cheating due to the fact of, if the electoral college and if you put influence on the electoral college and you say, hey, we want this person in office, but then the electoral college has so much influence and they're doing whatever they want to do to influence the electoral college to vote this way. I feel like it's a way of corrupting the system or forcing a vote or forcing someone in office that shouldn't be there when the people didn't vote for that person in office.
Okay, so you pretty much are saying that you said we vote the people and who vote for who vote for the president elect. So you're basically saying that the people who voted for the president elect 9 times out of 10 we're going to vote for them anyways.
Right. That's what I feel in this case. Yes.
Okay.
Because if you win the popular vote, you nine times out of 10 you're going to win the electoral vote because the popular vote votes for the electorals.
Okay. Anything else you would like to say, Mr. Malonson?
I mean, just to elaborate on some of the things you said, I feel like I feel like there's a few things our government should change in the voting process. I feel like.
You feel is it safe to say that you feel as though the people should just have the vote, or the people the people who pay taxes? Because that's a whole different other story. But you're basically saying the people should have the main vote and not the vote for the people who's going to vote for the main vote.
Right. I mean, I agree with you on that. I mean, I do totally feel like the people should have the vote of who is in office. So, because I mean, if not, then what is our vote mean? Why are we voting in the first place? And that's why there's a bunch of people that don't vote due to the fact of everyone says your vote matters, but technically our vote doesn't matter. Look at this election; it proved it didn't matter. I mean, we voted for one way, but then the option went, the winner, the electorals voted another way. And I truly believe that it was because she was a woman. They didn't want a woman in office that bad.
That could be very much possible. I mean, America was founded on men, founded by men, while the women were, said to be in the household. But, okay, well, I want to thank you for interviewing with me. Anything else you need to say before we end the interview?
I mean, I know you said people were founded by men, but at the same time, I truly believe that now this is a new age. It's not just men running the world. I mean, women can do just the same thing as men can do. Sometimes women can do it better than men.
Right, and ultimately, Hillary, not only was this election had made history, but I mean, so did Hillary. So for you, I mean, I understand what you're saying as far as a woman being in office and making president, because this is a new era. So,
I mean, I feel like if it would have been Bernie or something like that, then Bernie Sanders, he would have won versus Donald Trump. Because I mean, I look at it like Hillary has more experience in politics. Plus, she's got Bill Clinton, who's already been a president, who can say, "Hey, this is what I suggest," versus him having nobody on his corner. I mean, that's just what I feel. I feel like I'm scared for the country right now because due to the fact that the president should be making the country better. I feel like Donald Trump's going to make our country worse. So.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for interviewing with me again.